Yo, what is up, people? Today I'm recording my first football video, and it was actually a bit weird because I wanted to record a football video surrounding Manchester United for a while. Didn't really know where to start, but after watching today's game, it has to start with the man of the hour, Ruben Amorim, and today's result against Brentford away. That Manchester United have lost 3-1. Now, I thought, should I make this a review of the game? Should I talk about, the specific things that went wrong in this game? And, most of the players, if not all of them, performed badly. Bruno was shocking today. Cunha, shocking today. Shaw, Maguire, terrible. Ugarte, as always, as per usual, put in a stinker. Altay Bayindir, I don't know why this guy's still starting. But I think it all has to start with Ruben Amorim, because this guy, I don't really know how else to explain it, how else to talk about it, but he needs to go. And it's as simple as that. He needs to go. He's needed to go for months. I've been Amorim out since maybe late April. Maybe I wasn't loudly Amorim out, but in my hearts of hearts, I was looking at games and I was thinking, this guy can't stay. Like, I don't think he's going to succeed. Comes down to a few things. His stubbornness, his resolute stubbornness in the face. And this is the thing. Stubbornness is not a good thing. But if you're stubborn and you're winning games, like Mourinho was at one point, even Van Gaal was still doing better than we were now. And we had a season where we finished in the Champions League to point to say to, okay, maybe we can get through this. But stubbornness in the face of such abysmal results. He's lost over half of the Premier League games that he's managed. He has the worst win percentage, the worst win rate of, I can't remember exactly, is it before World War II? He's breaking records, all the wrong records. He's historically bad. His stubbornness is what baffles me the most, because it's like, bro, you've been doing the same thing, setting up the same way, making the same kind of substitutions, playing in the same way for nearly a year, and it's clear that it's not working. But your mind tells you, okay, no, I'm going to continue doing this because it's my way. Brother, at the end of the day, it might have been your way then, but it's clear it's not working. As a manager of Manchester United Football Club, I expect you to figure out a new way to get things working. Ten Hag, for as bad as I think Ten Hag was, he came in that first season, tried to play his way the first two games, we got smoked, and so he said, okay, I'm going to adapt to the players that I have and the league that I'm in, and I'm going to try platform the players I have at my disposal in the best way possible so that we can win games. Because at the end of the day, football is a results-based business. You need to win games. That's how you get time. You don't just get to say, oh, I'm going to stick by my way and, do what I want to do, and the owners will give me time, even though I don't know why any else are giving this guy time. We obviously sacked Ten Hag for less. So, I honestly, I don't know what the hold up is. We've sacked managers for less. I guess a whole new football regime, but no big club, no elite club. And we're not even, it's at the point where we don't even have to mention the elite clubs. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, they would have sucked Amorim in February when it was clear it wasn't working. Let's not even talk about the big clubs anymore. Bro, West Ham have just sacked Potter and he has a better win rate than Amorim does. So, I genuinely, I do not understand it. Why are we putting up with this? And it's got to the point now where it's getting to the point, that the more time we wait, it's going to be the same as last season. It's going to be too late. A manager's going to come in, has all these excuses now. It's not his players. He's coming halfway through the season. He hasn't had time in pre-season to get accustomed to the league or the players. And it's going to be a case of where, fans are going to say the season's a write-off. But in my opinion, When Amron came in last year, the season wasn't a write off then. It's not a write off now. The case right now is that yes, we're in a bad position, but it's only been 5 games in the Premier League. We have 33 more games to play. We can salvage the season. The players, this is one thing I don't understand when people complain about the players. Yes, they make mistakes. Yes, a lot of them still need to go. But this squad of players was not 15th worst in the league. It's not 15th. It's not the worst. It's not the 15th worst team in the league. These players are not this bad. And the whole thing is to platform your players. You have the best chance creator in the league since he's come in Bruno Fernandes, who, don't get me wrong, has loads of flaws, and I understand some of the discourse around him, but you're putting him 10 to 15 yards further back where he needs to be, where his flaws are more apparent. He's not as physically strong. He does lose possession. His progression in terms of getting the ball up the field isn't through driving, it's through long hoofball passes. Those flaws are made more abundantly clear the further away from goal you put Bruno Fernandes. And Amorim's best passages of play, best period at the club came, and that's saying it lightly because it wasn't great, but at least Bruno was still, contributing numbers and playing at a fairly decent level, was when Bruno was in the 10. And so you had that from Bruno, and now you think, okay, let me put him further away from goal where he doesn't play as well. He can't contribute in terms of numbers. And obviously, Bruno's got things going on. He's missed 2 penalties now, crucial penalties as well. So that's a whole nother thing. But my issues with Amorim, the decisions that he makes with some of these players he has, I just don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. And it's at the point now where I'm thinking, is he trying to get sacked? Because the number one thing for me that proved why, get this manager out, the Europa League final. And it wasn't because, if we had won that, everything would have been okay. But the way he went into that game, he was up against maybe the most other stubborn manager in the league in Ange Postecoglou. Both of them stubborn as hell and been losing loads of games because of it. And you have one of them that says, okay, this is a one-off game. It's a final. I need to win this game. I'm going to throw my principles out the window just for this one game so that I can win this game, win this trophy, rescue my season, give back to the fans who've still been supporting the club throughout this season, and win a trophy. It wasn't the big club, the 3-time Champions League winners, the 20-time league winners, the biggest club in England, allegedly top 3 clubs in the world, top 3 biggest clubs in the world, United. It wasn't their manager that did that. It was Spurs. Amorim needed the trophy because silverware is the currency of football. That silverware, even despite how I felt and how many people felt, would have bought him more time than he's gotten now. Even Ten Hag, when he got sacked, there was still fans saying, but look, he won us a trophy. He won a trophy the season before. We should still, let him get to the summer, let him, get that full season. There were people saying that because he had won trophies, because there was something that we could point to. With Amorim, we can't even point to a good spell. We've not won more than 3 Premier League games in a month under him. The last time we won more than 2 games in a month was in February. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know how else to say it. I've barely talked about the game. This has basically just been a rant, me going off on Amorim. But that's how I feel right now. The games, I don't even want to blame the individual players that much, because in this system where your midfield is always getting overrun, where the intensity is lacking because you can't progress through the midfield, where your wing backs need to be one-on-one specialists, have incredible pace and power, or 5-star skills to beat not just one player, but often 2 or 3. This system is not going to propel anyone to do well. It's been a year since he's come. Who's he improved? Bruno, when he went on that little great patch of form from January till the end of the season, we've seen that Bruno multiple times. That's Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad, when he was doing that little patch that he had before he got injured, we all know that Ahmad could do that. It's just that Ten Hag wasn't platforming it. So I wouldn't say Amorim improved him. Casemiro in that Europa League, he's Casemiro. It's not like he unlocked a new level. It was just Casemiro, but he wasn't playing as bad as he was playing. Even Mason Mount, he was probably across the whole system of Amorim's tenure has looked the best player. I'd say that we've seen Mason Mount be good. I'm not even a huge fan of Mason Mount. I've seen Mason Mount be a good player consistently. Amorim hasn't improved one person since he's been here. We have guys in Brentford scored 20 Premier League goals last season. Cunha, I think it was 15. And those guys are bang average. And people can hate on Rashford and Højlund and Garnacho. And at times, especially the last two, they were not good. But when you're playing under a guy like Amorim, who doesn't know how to platform or improve any player, which is, the job of a manager, the job of a coach. When you have a manager like that, I do not expect you to succeed. And so these two look average. Sesko, he looks like Rasmus Højlund. Maybe technically better, but he still looks like Rasmus Højlund. I don't blame these guys because I know the manager they're playing for. He's crap. He needs to go. He needs to go. What else can I say? Like, at least with Ten Hag, I could say thanks for the trophies, mate. For Ollie, thanks for the top 4 finishes. With Amorim, there's literally nothing to say, guys. He needs to go. Yeah, that's really it. We lost the game as per usual. That's it. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to do more football videos, more content like this. So hopefully you guys enjoy. We've got some other stuff, some movie content that's on the way. Just need to edit it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.